Hey, what's up? My name is Jason. I'm CEO and co-founder of Gigasheet, and today we're going to do some data analysis with some NFL data. We're going to explore an interesting hypothesis shared by an SEO expert at a large media company. The idea is, do NFL teams that are either really bad or really good get more traffic than the mediocre teams? We'll gather some data and analyze it to see if that's true. First, I went to ChatGPT to research available APIs for NFL data. While Google Trends is easy to access, finding reliable open APIs for win-loss data proved tricky. Later in the video, I'll show you how we worked around this. I'll also share the Python code on our GitHub. So the first thing I'll do is drop in some data into Gigasheet. If you don't know, Gigasheet is a big data analytics tool that's really awesome to use, and I hope you check it out. You can sign up and try a free account today. So once the data is processed here, I can see it has just over 5,000 rows. We'll pop that open and take a look. So I've got team name, date, and time. Google Trends outputs the data in an hourly increment. And what I did in the Python script was look at trends for the team name plus news, so Vikings news, Vikings score, Vikings schedule, and Vikings injuries. And then we repeated the same thing for all 32 teams in the NFL. So if I group this, I can see that here. We can also group the data by date as well, so we could look at it over time. So next what we want to do is sum the volume for all of these. So we'll create a new column where we add up these other columns, and that's pretty simple to do with a formula. So you can see we have the new column here with our total search volume. Next, we need to join in win-loss data for each team so we can compare how their record might be influencing the web traffic. The APIs for this were not very reliable, so I found another approach. A quick Google search turns up this NFL site with league standings. Really what I want here is the percentage win-loss. Like I said, we're only about to start week 3, so there's not a ton of data, but let's go ahead and take a look, and we can periodically come back and check in on this. So what I'll do is grab this URL here, head back to my library, and click Import from Link. I'll paste in the URL. Gigasheet will automatically look for tables of data and rip that out of the site and scrape it. Great, I've got 32 rows and 18 columns, which looks right. And I can see here, I've got this PCT, which is the win percentage. And I'll rename that now. What I want to do is a join or a VLOOKUP on this sheet with this sheet here. So you can see I've got team name is Cardinals. And if I group these again, you can see all the team names. So Cardinals, Falcons, Browns, Broncos, etc. And over here, they're kind of messed up based on how the scraping came through. So I've got this Chiefs, Raiders problem going on. I could probably write a formula or regular expression to piece this apart, but actually I'm going to take a different approach and use ChatGPT. In Gigasheet, there are these enrichments where you can make calls out to third-party services. In this case, what I'm going to do is ask GPT for the clean name. So I'll run a quick test, and I can see it's not quite right. So maybe I'll rephrase this a little. Cool, that looks like it's gonna work. So I'll hit run and run this enrichment. It's only 32 lines, so it shouldn't take that long. I can see here the enrichment is queued and it's starting to obtain some results. Awesome, so the enrichment just completed, and I can see here it looks like all these team names came in neatly. So now we're ready to do our cross-file VLOOKUP. And what I want to do is join on this team name here. So to do that, I'll go to Insert, Cross-File VLOOKUP. I want to do this on the team column. I'll browse for my other file, which actually the name of the HTML file I believe is called reg. Next, I'll select the column I want to look up against. In this case, it's the NFL team name choices. I'll go ahead and check near match in case there are any trailing spaces that may have been added. Instead of true false, I would like to bring over value, and the value I want to bring in is that win percentage. The data's been brought in here and matched, and now we can see by organizing this the total search volume for each team and the win percentage here just to the left. To take a look at this graph in Gigasheet, I'll highlight this, click on chart data. Win percentage is actually down there. You can barely see it. It's in red. Not very easy to see in this visualization. So what I'll do is create a combination chart. Right now, do we see that there's more traffic with teams that are over here with 100% win? Not yet. I don't see any trend here today, but I think we have a good method for testing this going forward. So what I'll do is come in and update this in a few weeks, and we'll take a look at where we stand.